Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nilesh Shadalgi and you're watching Techie Programmer. Today in this video we are going to talk about the deep web and the darknet. So let's get started with this classification of internet or the web. So talking about the web have actually four parts if we differentiate it. One is the surface web, then the deep web, then the darknet, then the shadow web. So talking with the surface web is something called as clean web, wherein all the data you search in the Google is an example for clean web, wherein the data is legal and main result will be like it's the data that can be indexed by the Google algorithms or different search engines is something called as clean web or the surface web that is visible. So mostly if we search or Google something like a darknet or deep web, then if you go into the image section, then you'll most probably find this image of an iceberg wherein the surface is visible and the deep web and the darknet is hidden. So let's discuss why is this and how this, what actually this image means. Surface web is something, as explained, it is a clean web and visible from top. And this is the visible from top. It means that this data can be indexed by the search engines. So keeping it simple, indexing is there in this data. Then coming to the deep web is something wherein the data is not indexed. What you mean by not indexed is some sort of data has been missed. For example, if there is some server outside and if we search for that particular keyword and if we do not get that data, it means that data is not indexed. So this is the meaning of indexing. So if we miss that data, it just comes under the deep web. So for example, for a deep web would be some sort of authorized permission wherein you require authentication or password is something called as deep web. So example for a deep web would be, or non-indexing data would be a subscription of Netflix. Example, considering an example for Netflix, if all the data or the URLs of the shows would be indexed by our search engines, then no one would actually purchase the Netflix premium. So in this way, this is the data that is not indexed. So some of the part of the data which is not indexed falls under the deep web, and the data which is indexed by the search engines falls under the surface web or the clean web. So after understanding what is the deep web and the surface web, we are going to now differentiate with the deep web and the darknet. So as we say, the darknet or the dark web is the part of deep web. So it is something like this, even this data is meant not to be indexed by the search engines just because those are some sort of services that are hidden. It is actually said that or meant it that all the darknet contents are something, most of them are illegal and most of them are spam even. For example, there are several kind of hitmans and all, so that services are mostly spam, but here and there you can find some. So this is talking about the content of the darknet. So understanding this, we can just say that the deep web darknet is a part of a deep web. So the darknet content is purposely meant not to be indexed by the search engine. But how can we index this? This is the next question, we will discuss it later. So we can say that the some of the data which is legal and meant to be provided or meant to be shown as a result, search result, has not been shown just because of the lack of algorithms, falls under the darknet or the deep web. So it doesn't mean that that data is illegal or something. It just means that due to the lack in the algorithms, that data has not been projected to you or shown to you. So talking about the darknet, some people say it is illegal or some people say it is very hard to access. Why is it so? Talking about the access of that, we need special tools or browsers or connections in order to access the darknet, because this site or this data is so much non-indexed and hidden from the network that the normal search engine cannot find this. But the main difference why we can't access these are due to the top level domains that they use and the servers that they use, and the locations or the web higher IP addresses that they use are very point to point. So the data is kind of point to point. So this data is not directly visible on the our normal search engines. So is it legal to access this? Anyways, if we think like the data that is not being indexed and you want that particular data, then you can just search exactly and get the data. Like you can just go to the direct URL or direct host address, direct something like directly to that particular server. Then, and if you know that perfectly and the things that you're doing on that is not illegal or it's not illegal, then surely you can access that. But if you are purposely meaning to do some illegal activities, then it's actually illegal to access the darknet. So and this is kind of little tricky to understand if it is legal or illegal. And if you want to take my suggestion, then I advise you not to get into the dark net, because whatever the search results you get for the normal searches or the surface web, I think that's enough, pretty enough to understand the stuff going around. So let me know, did you got the concept clear, and suggest me the new topic in the comment section. And if you are enjoying my video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.